A kingdom in chains, a people whose spirit was about to shatter. For 25 long years, Doma suffered under the thumb of the Garlean Empire. But even in the deepest despair, sometimes all you need is a single spark of hope to start a revolution. So, what makes the battle for Doma Castle one of Stormblood's most powerful and emotional moments? Today, we're breaking down the epic tale of Doma's desperate fight for freedom, from its brutal history to the final assault on its ancestral homeland. The story of Doma's fall begins in the once proud nation of Yanxia, now suffocated by imperial rule. 25 years ago, the technologically superior Garlean Empire invaded, and Doma's king had no choice but to surrender. A later rebellion was brutally crushed by the 12th Legion, led by the Emperor's own son, Zenos Galvus. With Zenos reassigned to Alamigo, he left an acting viceroy in his place whose cruelty became infamous. Yotsuyu Go Brutus. Yotsuyu was Doman herself, but she held a twisted, deep-seated hatred for her own people. She subjected them to impossible taxes, back-breaking labor, and sadistic punishments for even the slightest mistake. Her rule wasn't just about control. It was about breaking Doma's very soul to ensure no one would ever dream of freedom again. And this is the world of suffocating despair that we, the Warrior of Light, step into. After traveling across the Ruby Sea and into Yanxia, we find a population that's simply too broken and terrified to even think about resisting. The key to liberating Doma is its rightful heir, Lord Hien, son of the former king, who vanished after that failing uprising. Our search leads us to the Azim Steppe, a vast land where nomadic Aura tribes are constantly vying for control. And it is here that we find Hien living in exile. By winning the Naadam, a grand contest that decides the ruler of the steppe, we and Hien secure a powerful army of Zala warriors for the Liberation Front. With these new allies, we head back to Yanxia. Alfinad is the one who comes up with a plan that is both daring and desperate. Doma Castle is a mighty fortress, but its greatest strength, the one river surrounding it, could also be its greatest weakness. The plan was simple, yet terrifying. Flood the castle. This would trap Yotsuyu and her main forces inside, creating a path for a small strike team to get inside and capture the viceroy. Hien hesitated, unwilling to destroy his ancestral home. But he knew that a nation is its people, not its stone walls. The final confrontation was at hand. With the rebellion creating diversions and our new allies handling the outer defenses, we begin our infiltration. We push through the castle's now flooded halls, fighting back against what's left of the Imperial garrison. Every step forward feels like reclaiming Doman soil, a strike against 25 years of oppression. Deeper inside, we face an old enemy for one last desperate fight, Grynewaht, who has been hyper-tuned with Magitech and is driven by pure rage. His defeat is a pathetic end for a soldier who perfectly embodied the Empire's brutish force. Finally, we reach the throne room. Hien, Gosetsu have Yotsuyu cornered. She's defeated, but she isn't broken. In one final, defiant act, Yotsuyu triggers the castle's collapse, hoping to bury them all right there. As the ceiling comes crashing down, the loyal samurai Gosetsu makes the ultimate sacrifice. He holds up the falling rubble just long enough for Hien and the others to escape, and is lost beneath the waves along with Yotsuyu. But their sacrifice wasn't for nothing. The Doman Liberation Front succeeds, and the Garlean Empire is finally driven out of Yanxia. Standing before the broken gates of his home, Lord Hien addresses his people, now free. It's a moment that's not just about triumph, but also somber reflection. Freedom came at an immense cost, paid for with the lives of patriots and the destruction of a sacred landmark. But for the first time in a generation, the people of Doma are free. They are no longer subjects. They are citizens. The battle for Doma Castle is a massive turning point in the war against the Garlean Empire. It's proof that even the most broken people can rise up and reclaim their own destiny. This victory sends shockwaves across the world, inspiring hope in other conquered nations and signaling a major shift in the balance of power. With Doma's future now secure, our attention turns back to the west, where the nation of Alamigo is still fighting for its own liberation. The war for freedom is far from over. If you like this breakdown of the Stormblood story, hit that like button and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV lore explored. Don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss our next video. And let me know in the comments which part of the Doma story resonated with you most. Alright my friends, thanks for watching.